So here you can see the amount of propulsion measured in newtons exerted by the experienced and non-experienced jumper, the experienced jumper being Aaron and non-experienced being Charlie. So Charlie also creates a bigger propulsive impulse than Aaron on all three of the jumps, which can also indicate is a better option. However, he did bend his legs more when he was supposed to do on the 90-degree angle jump, but he was made to wait in the 90-degree position for longer due to the technician taking longer to set up the goniometer, as I said previously. So you could argue that some of this evidence is false. However, Charlie did do, or he did exert more propulsive impulse on all three of the jumps, so some you could say is down to luck, but some you might say he did do it on all of them, so it is consistent. So here we're comparing Charlie and Aaron to the group. Charlie's taller than the average by 3 centimeters as he's 180 centimeters, and Aaron is below the average. However, Charlie is below the mass average as he is 63.2 and the average is 64.9. You would have thought that as height goes up, so does mass, however it doesn't in this situation. Aaron is also below the average of mass, as his mass is 64.3 and the average is 64.9. So Aaron has a higher mass than Charlie, yet is actually not as tall as Charlie. The average for time spent in the air is 566.4. This is in milliseconds. Charlie is above the average, however Aaron is below the average. This could be one indicator of why Aaron did not jump as high. Charlie is above the average for impulse, yet Aaron is below the average, which again could indicate as to why Aaron did not jump as well. Charlie and Aaron have very similar max forces, yet were both below the average. Charlie jumped higher than the average for max height, yet Aaron jumped below the average, which could be the deciding factor as to who gets the role in the team. So, in this section we'll be looking at areas to improve on from each of the three sections. As you can see, Charlie made less steals than Aaron, so for Charlie to get in the starting role as power forward, we need to work on his steals. Charlie will need to improve the amount of steals each game. We will do this by recording how many steals he made over the past. So he made 1 steal in the last game, and then in the next 5 games after his training, we'll record how many steals he makes, and if it's still 1 or below, then he'll need more training. If it's above and improved, then he may well get the role in the team. So one way Charlie can work on his steals is by working on his coordination and reflexes. This can be done by partner throwing a basketball at Charlie at different speeds and at different body heights and places. So this will help to improve Charlie's coordination when catching and stealing the ball. Another drill Charlie can do to improve his reflexes is him standing the opposite direction to the partner who's going to be throwing the ball at him. The partner will then throw the ball at different speeds and at different places of the body, telling Charlie to turn around just before he throws it. This will help to improve Charlie's reflexes as he has to react very quickly to the ball coming towards him. So overall, if he completes his training, he should improve his steals made, and then he may make more steals than Aaron, but he may still make less. So Charlie could also improve his assists. As I said earlier, assist isn't a key aspect of being a power forward, but having the ability to make assists would still be useful for Charlie. So for Charlie to improve the amount of assists, he should focus on making harder passes when he's in a tight situation and his teammate is in a good scoring position. We will track the amount of assists made each game for the 5 games after the training he's going to complete. So for Charlie to improve this, he will need a partner who sets up awkward passes to make, and then Charlie will have to therefore try and make these passes without the ball being intercepted by an opponent. So this will help when he's in a match situation and he can make a pass that's hard, which will put one of his teammates in a scoring position. He will have practiced these sort of passes, so then they may well come off in a game. But as I said, he's not necessarily needed to make these assists, and it would usually be someone making the passes to him. But you never know, sometimes he may get into a position where he needs to make these sort of passes. So overall, we will need Charlie's steals to go up by 3 each game on average, and Charlie's assists to go up by 2 on average, as they're not very necessary. So moving on to 6.2. So Charlie's areas for improvement for the box out. So on Charlie's box out, he needs to improve his low positioning. This can be worked on by building up muscular endurance and power in his quadriceps by doing squats. So this will help build up power, and if Charlie focuses on what he's doing, the squat downward phase, so when he goes down on the squat, timing this slowly and really contracting his muscles, you'll find his muscular endurance will improve as well. So throughout a long game, he'll be able to keep going on these box out positions. We'll measure this by filming his boxing out and then comparing it from before and after. And if it has improved, then he's making more rebounds, which we'll also have to record how many rebounds he makes. Then he may well get a team. So Charlie's rebounding does need to improve as well. He needs to improve his jump. He didn't even jump in our video we got for his rebound. So this can be worked on by doing plyometric training. Because one of the reasons maybe why he didn't jump is because he doesn't feel confident jumping, and he feels this may be a weakness. So we can do some plyometric training, so box jumps. Then we can use a ball, so throwing the ball up and then doing a box jump and catching the ball, which will help improve Charlie's jump timing to reach up and grab the ball. We will measure Charlie's improvement after the training by looking at how many box outs and rebounds he's making on average after 5 games. We will need this to be around 7 a game, about 5, 6 or 7. If it's below or above that, above we'll be happy with him, below then he may well not get the team. Okay, so moving on. So overall Charlie can improve his jump height. However, Charlie's jump height is hindered by this stretch shortening cycle. So the stretch shortening cycle is when muscle lengthen change is quick, which sends an impulse to the spine, causing the muscle to contract, which generates a lot of power. Whereas when you're performing a box out into a rebound, you're generally in a squat-like position, which will have lengthened the quadriceps slowly. And when it's contracted slowly, you don't get the impulse sent to your spine, which helps to contract it and build the power. So this position will be held for a longer time, which will prevent the quick lengthening of the muscle, causing the burst of power. So when jumping from the box out, the stretch shortening cycle does not happen, which hinders how high a person can jump. For Charlie to improve his jump height, which will be recorded using force plates, he will need to improve the power in his quadriceps using plyometric training, such as box jump. So Charlie can train using no stretch shortening cycle, so therefore he's recreating a game situation where he's in a box out. So we'll then assess this by recording the 3 jump heights again, and if they have improved, then he's likely to get into the team. If they have not improved at all and gone down, then we may have to assess him again. We'll have to make sure as well that the 90-degree angle and 45-degree angle are held properly, as last time this gave him an advantage over Aaron. Okay, thank you for watching.